What up, my freaks? Ruinous Insight here with part, I want to say 54 of Insight here with part, I want to say 54 of my Total Warhammer 2 modded Arkhan the Black campaign. So as we saw last time, we did a little bit of a test run with our semi-complete, I should say, army belonging to Kataskov over here, which is eventually going to be our all-ranged army, minus probably a couple Tomb Guard and Hyro Titans. And they just lost their basic units, i.e. some of those Cairn Wraiths and some of those Crypt Ghouls, which is fine. It's not really a big deal. The Fey Enchantress is a little bit worrying, though, because she does have a ton of Grail Lines. This is a pretty damn nasty-looking army. I'm not even sure that these guys together would be able to defeat them, at least not easily. Depending on what else is in here. If it's 17 Grail Knights and Grail Guardians, that's a major issue. Especially as she does, she's pretty nasty herself with all that magic as well. So we'll have to watch out for that. We do need to take out this before we can move towards the other books, especially as these guys, I doubt, will want to peace out since we're at war with all of their precious allies. But that's okay. Hopefully we can deplete them, especially as the dwarves are gone now. Now, there's two things we want to do first of all. First, we will want to move you, my friend, into an ambush right here. We got a 70% chance. I don't think it's going to go any higher than that. Alright, so yeah, we're going to pop you right here, King Rakash. And yes, this will be dangerous, but hopefully, if we go right here with an ambush, then what we'll do is we'll set up Intef right behind him. And then hopefully these guys are... Oh, wait. Intef has a greater ambush chance? Ah, whatever, too late. Doesn't matter. We'll set him up, and we'll hopefully be able to attack with these two armies, destroy Balthazar Gelt's forces, and... Whoa, 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 whoa. We have another army here. Oh, that's a problem. Wait, how far can you move? Move a little bit further, then. Go right here. Right here. Alright, hopefully I didn't screw this up. And you can go into ambush. And then Intef can go right behind you. Alright, I don't want the Empire army to be close enough, or rather, I want it to be close enough, but I don't want it to... I want to be able to run away if we get attacked by two armies at the same time, because the ambush will fail the second time, of course. Now, can you actually assault these units? No, you cannot. We don't even have your ability to do anything. What about you? Prince... Alames, you can assault these units. Are they in Empire territory? No, they're in Fort Saul now, so they won't heal up. Ah, failure. Every time I want to actually assault units or something, it never seems to work. Disappointing, but hey. You know, we can't have everything. That's fine. Alrighty, so other than that, we can now, as promised, take the... I don't remember which book this is. In fact, let's just check before we hit it up. Books of Nagash. This will be the first book of Nagash, but 6th in our collection. Hero capacity +1 for all heroes, action cost, and action success chance. Oh, ironic that I was just talking about that right now. It looks like Nagash truly is watching over us. Alright, let's attack. Yeah, Abhishek Bloodgatherer, die. And your allies, I think they'll all join us, so. Might get a little bit of extra rep for this. Alrighty, well obviously this is going to be a cinematic battle. I doubt it'll be very difficult for Mr. Arkhan, as he's faced some very, very deadly foes and not really taken any damage to his pretty damn insane army. So let's get to it. Alrighty, here we go. Battle for the first book, and unfortunately for the enemy, pretty much every army has a disadvantage against Arkhan's army, because it does work quite well. So obviously, as usual, we are going to set up our zombie and skeleton barrier, as we like to do for our high capacity of... caskets. We're also going to use our Lich Priest to get a little hit with that Gaze of Nagash against this Ragnarok Spider. Unfortunately, even though it's a gigantic target, it still seems like a couple shots miss. I don't know how it manages that. Despite the hits, it doesn't seem to be doing that much damage to it. Interesting. What's the magic resistance on you? Nothing. Nothing, eh? Alright, well, other than that, we do have an enemy Saiga over here, so we did set up 2 of our Hex Wraiths out here to attack it, whereas the rest of our army, particularly the Ghosts, are going to wait behind the barrier of the Whites of Stonewrath Tarn, who are just going to defend against all this as soon as the enemy arrives, although, of course, they'll have to get past the zombie barrier first. Arkhan and the Sphinx of Usek, his pet Necro-Sphinx, are going to wait until they get here. Neither of them particularly afraid of anything here, although they do have some nice units. Let's see, they have some Savage Orc Boar Boys, a bunch of Minotaurs with shields. The Savage Orc Biggins, as well as the Bestigors, are of course going to get focused down by our ranged fire, which should probably destroy them before they ever breach our zombie barrier. I mean, there we go. That's a lot of damage from a single volley. Look at that. A bunch of little spiderlings dead as well here, looks like. Alrighty, ooh, and here they come. And, oh, it looks like the enemy's actually going to send some Centaurs and some Savage Orc Boar Boys to try to flank us, or at least to try to flank our Rangers. Of course, they couldn't see our Hex Wraiths, and they turn as soon as they get revealed, but unfortunately they are going to get stuck in with them, and I think the Hex Wraiths should come out quite on top here. There we go. Ooh, and they start immediately off with a Realm of Soul. So let's see. I just want to see the damage off of the charge. Actually, not that much. The Hex Wraiths have actually quite low charge bonus, 34, and it's actually very low, isn't it? Huh. I never realized that the Hex Wraith's charge was so low, but their weapon strength is so high comparatively. So they can stay stuck in. Plus, their armor piercing and ethereal. These guys don't really have a shot, although they're doing an okay amount of damage here. Interesting. Alright, let's see what else is going on out here. Looks like the units that are susceptible to range fire are getting, the short end of the stick are being destroyed very quickly. We also have the Cygor caught by our units of Hex Wraiths out here, so no more range fire support coming in from them. The enemy range units are probably going to try to help them out, but, you know, I don't see that. Ooh, and what do we have over here? A Wind of Death moving in and driving the rest of those units away. Probably going to do a decent amount of damage to our own zombies, but that's okay. I believe this was an overcast wind as well, so it is going to bring down a bunch of these. Wow, that's a lot, actually. Damn. That Wind of Death, though. Brought down a bunch of those Savage Orc Boar Boys, but unfortunately it didn't go through this, so the Centaurs over here did survive. Not that it would have killed a lot of them anyway. And yes, this is what I was talking about. These Savage Orc Error Boys are going to try to shoot the Hex Wraiths, but of course these guys are so resistant to missile fire, at least regular missile fire like this, that it's not really any kind of concern. Over here it looks like the other Hex Wraiths have driven these guys back. They're at half HP, both of the cav units there, so that's looking pretty good. And completely as expected, we are going to move Arkhan as well as the Sphinx of Usek back now that the zombie barrier has more or less crumbled, and we're basically out of summons. It looks like these guys are going to charge Arkhan, but we do still have 2, I believe, zombie summons left, so we could just tarp at them and prevent them from getting anywhere, as well as hit them with a few of these extra Casket of Souls blasts. You gotta love this army. They haven't even reached our main line yet. And considering we don't actually have a lot of ranged firepower in the sense that we do have a lot of ranged firepower, but we only have 3 units providing it. It's quite effective. And back these guys go. Looks like they don't want none of that. Alrighty, well, it looks like the enemy are going to try to reinforce some of their units to try to fight the Hex Wraiths. Speaking of Hex Wraiths, these guys are now done with the enemy cav and are going to move out here to try to destroy the rest of those units. We also summon our Ushabti here to block these guys, try to do a little bit of damage with our range firepower to the Minotaurs, but of course the highly inaccurate and splash damage dealing Caskets of Souls are not particularly good against those. The Sphinx of Usek moving in and ripping apart these Minotaurs with the shields. Look, it basically killed all of them, and I gave it some buffs. So with the buffs, it's at 1,034 weapon strength and 109 melee attack. That's pretty freaking insane. So this thing seems to be killing a Minotaur with every hit or every other hit. Very nice. This thing is so damn useful. And slice and dice, there we go. Did it just kill 2 Minotaurs with a single hit? 1 per arm blade makes sense to me. And looks like you're gonna run away and you're gonna get sliced apart, I think. Oh, it looks like you missed. Nope. It was just a delayed attack. I doubt that it was the zombies that ended up killing it. And can it actually chase down a Minotaur? I don't know how fast it is. Ooh, you can see the Hex Wraiths charging in to the enemy ranged units back here, who are also going to get quite wrecked by this very quickly. In fact, I want to see how fast their HP drops. They're at 108 units, and they're at about, what, 80% HP? With the charge, well, we don't do much charge damage, but... there we go. Dropping super quickly. And they're at about, what, 33% HP now, no leadership, 80 units remaining. Cygor is surrounded once more, but the enemy are now down to their main portion. The Arachnaroks and the remnants of the Minotaurs, the stuff that doesn't get killed by the Caskets of Souls. So in that light, we are going to surround it with our Whites of Stone Rat Tarn and our ghost units, and we're just going to kill these guys the old-fashioned way. Arachnarok moving in. I've always loved this model. It's actually, it's really cool, isn't it? The giant spider with the howdah on it. It's a cool model. And it's going to do some damage to us, but I think our units are very highly resistant to pretty much anything. Plus, we have the... we have a lot of armor piercing stuff here, so I don't see this thing surviving much longer. Ooh, and we have our Mortis engine moving in, same with the Sphinx of Usek. These things are going to get taken care of. And it looks like you're at half HP and are about to rout as well. All of the units except the enemy Lord appear to be done, actually. There we go. The battle is done except for the enemy Beast Lord. Cute, cute. Well, in that light, since nobody else wants to fight Arkhan, though he is not a completely fighty lord, he does have his new armor pieces and all that, so he probably wants a piece of the action and can get a nice duel going against the enemy Beast Lord, who does still have 66% HP. We're going to move away all of our units and just have Arkhan one-on-one him. And guys, get out of here. Arkhan wants this. And there we go, those two hitting each other. I believe I did get Arkhan some buffs here, but he doesn't really need them. This guy's at half HP. Arkhan's in Red Fury right now. And he does use the Amulet of Fast as well as the Spirit Leech. I mean, he is a caster lord. He may be dueling, but I feel like he still needs to use those. And let's just see what his stats are now with the buffs. 877 on the weapon strength, 80 and 86 on the melee attack and defense. They're okay. Obviously, they don't match a real fighty lord. Somebody like Imrik or Tyrion or Wulfric or really any of the nastier fighty lords, but that's fine. It should still be able to destroy something like a Beast Lord, especially... we still have to consider the fact that that's with the magic that this guy does. So it's not just those stats that matter. And here we go, let's finish up this duel. Arkhan, smack him around, and there we go. The Tomb Blade of Arkhan delivers the final blow, not the Staff of Nagash, and this battle is over. Yes? Yes, where are you going, Arkhan? Battle's over. Where are you going? Who's still alive here? Run through this grass. I honestly expect the grass to just be wilting and dying as... oh, it looks like he's healing some of these Hex Wraiths as Arkhan walks. Especially as when he casts dark magic spells, right? And there we go. A decisive victory, and decisive it was. We took like no damage, our lines weren't really breached, and nothing the enemy brought wasn't rock, paper, scissored to death. Let's see how we did, although I think we know the answer to that already. Alrighty, there we go. We even got a nice little duel for Arkhan personally at the end against Mr. Abhishek. And that was really nice. I always really enjoy playing with Arkhan's army. It's such a good army, you know, like it feels really good to use it. Because everything seems to work. Everything has a role. There's nothing extra or unnecessary, and it doesn't really feel like it's lacking anything. The Sphinx of Usek, I kind of think of him as Arkhan's doggo. Really pulls its weight as well as it does give that extra anti-large option that we otherwise would be lacking. So it's pretty perfect, I gotta say. Anyway, let's bind those souls to keep ourselves topped up. And we're looking good here. And oh, you're actually alive? We should get the book, nonetheless. Yeah, we do. We got the first book in Nagash. Perfect. Firstborn of King Ketep, Nagash was overlooked for succession and forced to join the mortuary cult. He swiftly rose to become a powerful high priest, but envy of his brother who succeeded their father as king burned within Nagash like a brazier coal. Seizing his opportunity, he entombed his brother Thutep alive and claimed the throne for himself. Thus began Nagash's reign of sorcerous terror. Alrighty, and we got a free Masamoon's Pride. Oh, a Wind Blast. Not a bad thing to have. Alrighty, well, you can auto-resolve against this because we don't need it alive here. Take that out, please. Hopefully, yeah. I was about to say, hopefully nobody got hurt and it doesn't look like anybody will. Let's go Endless Smart. Wait, does that even add anything at this point? I feel like it doesn't. Arkhan can already move pretty much max anywhere. And a free Helm of Discord. Alright. Yeah, now the question is going to be who to send where. I mean, let's have Nagash at least destroy a few of these territories. Just because he's nearby. Oh, Nagash, Arkhan. He should be able to auto-resolve against several of them, I think. Yeah, just destroy a few of these, create a ruin barrier, as it were, as was the original plan, and then afterwards we can probably just have him move out. Huh, we can actually maybe circle around back here, because we do need to sail him out to Ulthuan to get that White Tower of Hoeth. Gotta get those last books. Speaking of last books, you guys have a job to do as well, but I guess we'll have to wait until next turn. Now, who else needs to move this particular turn? King Barrack. No, it looks like we're good everywhere. It looks like we're good everywhere. Psalmtic, you gotta level up. Intimidating. Yes? Yes. Alrighty, other than that, we're gonna skip the rest of these things and let's end the turn. If you guys attack Arkhan, nah, you'd be insane too. You'd be absolutely insane too. Ooh, that's a nice amount of Hailstorm rocket artillery though. Huh, watch them try to attack Lamizash. Honestly, it doesn't really matter what they do. They have no way of destroying these armies. Let's end the turn then. There we go. I am interested to see what they do though. Don't get me wrong. Alright, Reichland, you gonna stay in the moot? Are you gonna attack us twice? Oh, no, ambush failed. Oh, that's not as good. Oh, it'll be a one-on-one. Ah, damn. Okay, now there's no need to one-on-one that. That's pointless. Just decline the attack. Screw that. Waste of time. And you can decline the attack as well. Retreat. There we go. Those guys should be able to stay together. Yeah, that's fine. Damn. Too bad about the ambush failing. But those guys are there right now. Maybe we can attack that army together with our two armies and destroy it right after. Kurun, you're actually going to move on us. And what? You're going to attack us in the sea. Oh, I didn't expect that. And this is not a good matchup at all for our Tomb Scorpions. Let's see if we can back off. It would be really unfortunate to lose a Tomb Scorpions like this. Oh, can they? Yes, they can. Yes, indeed they can. All right, that works. I wonder if we can catch them out at sea now. What are you doing? Well, it looks like the auto-resolve is in our favor here. I think the auto-resolve is lying. Carrick Buftar will die, I think. I got about 90% sure. I think. I mean, I really don't want to waste time fighting this stupid battle. Whatever, I don't care about this one. Yeah, see what I mean? The auto-resolve was completely in our favor, but our units got defeated because the auto-resolve likes to lie like that. And they sacked it. Oh, interesting. Well, hopefully Orion takes them out for us. Vashnar, what you doing, buddy? You want a defensive alliance? That's interesting. I guess you really like us for fighting against the dwarves. Wait, can we do a military alliance? Can we actually order you around? I'm tempted. I'm very tempted. But watch him attack like watch him attack one of our allies completely randomly. I feel like that's the bad thing about these rogue armies. You know what? Let's just keep them liking us, and then we'll see. All right, wounds success yet again. Not surprising. Enemy killed in battle. Settlement sack. Karag Bufdar are raiding, ready for duty. At least units are coming back even as they get wrecked. Alrighty. Now how are we for time today? Alright, we still got a little bit more to go. Keep moving Thutep up. He can hold the ground. And you, Setup, I guess you're gonna move up here. Oh, you're gonna be damaged by the time you get to Gunbad, but what can you do? You, what do you do? No, not Kura, you. Can you do anything? You can assault the garrison. Ooh, yes. Alright, we'll keep you around here and assault that garrison. In fact, wait. Assault garrison now. Success. What about you? You can't reach there. Alright, now I don't think it's going to succeed, but I am going to nonetheless... Wait, are you in attrition here? No, you're not. Okay. Go in... right here. I think they'll try to sally out, but just in case they don't, we'll continue the siege, and then we'll just back off if they try to sally out. And the reason I want to do that is, if they don't, we can keep assaulting the garrison. Now, what do we have over here? Desolation of Drakenmore. Let's capture you for ourselves. Occupy, colonize, whatever. And then, Storm of Necromancy, you can now go away. I don't actually care about any of these other territories. We already have too much to administer. Out. Desolation of Drakenmore, we can level you up, though. And we can turn you to Worship of Fox, and then we can turn you to get some free growth. That's probably the best option here. Now, Prince Sehetek. Seheket, sorry. Silver Pinnacle, this looks like no Skaven there. You know, move out here. Oh, no. Ah, damn, I should have searched those ruins. Just to see what's out here. Red Eye Mountain. Why is this all ruins? Why is this all ruins and there's no Skaven here? This is the weirdest thing. It should be full of Skaven, but there's nothing here. What the hell happened here? Was this Chaos? Did Chaos do this? I mean, if they did, more power to them. Alrighty, now. Kura, you're fine. Arkhan will wait on you. Wakov. Oh, you can siege Zufbar. If they sally out, they'll die. Ooh, hello. We have Karl Franz himself out here. Ooh. Huh. Well, the issue with that is, wait, can you reach him, Arkhan? You can't quite reach him. You could take Fort Oberstyre, and then maybe reach him, or you could just take the Moot. I'm just gonna raise all this. Might actually have to fight this, because they have a lot of Hellstorm rockets. What about you? Can you attack Aberheim? They certainly do have a lot of armies, don't they? And they still won't peace out. Yeah, we're definitely going to have some fights here, and you know what? I think we'll leave that to the next episode. Ooh, what do we have here? Yeah, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted you two to attack this army together. I don't think that'll need a cinematic battle. I mean, they have some nice stuff, but two armies, even if they're weak and pathetic armies, although it might still be worth a cinematic battle, I'm not entirely sure. We wouldn't have time to do it this time anyway. Sorry, let's just get the rest of the admin stuff done, and then we'll finish that up next episode, or at least we'll get to it next episode. And the same with this. You can sail out and help out with this, can't you? So you two together would be able to attack this. Is it a good idea, considering how much HP they have? I don't know. What I do know is that we can get our new Lord out, finally. King Barrack, and then go trade units out there. You, my friend, I just gotta remember, wait, you know what we'll do? Recruit Lord. Alcazar. Let's see what you got. What do you got here? Renowned Chariot Host, movement range plus 20, yeah, bonuses to chariots, bonuses to, you know, chariots, bonuses to chariots, anvil, melee infantry, oh, interesting, and missile infantry, okay. So it does actually give other types of buffs. Well, I guess we'll get the melee infantry buffs. Desert Legions does what? Nothing all that useful. Okay, well, you're gonna lead this army, buddy. You're gonna lead... Oh, you start with this. Magical Animus and the Hunger. Fascinating. Dark Pact, okay. You are going to be leading a ton of ghosts, so let's go for Spirit Binder. Then, what can we buff the spirits with? Casualty replenishment, ambushes, campaign movement range. Once again, it's probably going to be Neru, just for the ward save. Doesn't really work in a lot of places, but it is enemy territory. But yeah, it's looking like Neru to me. Yeah, Neru it is. Everybody worships Neru around here. Alrighty, well, let's get Renowned Chariot Host, if nothing else, for the campaign movement range, and we can get the Anvil, and I think Warrior Command... Wait, yeah, the other two are completely useless. Warrior Commander will at least buff the Lord a little bit. Alright. Desert Legions, just for the free hex. Avalanche around Self. Oh, it's a constant hex, melee defense, not bad. Alrighty, Root Marcher, Passage of the Soul Realm. Indomitable Will, definitely carrying swarms. We will get some of this stuff up here eventually. But first we need to move through this to get reanimate. The only thing here is that this army, which is going to get transferred here, is going to be all ghosts. And I guess we'll keep the Necrosphinx. Transfer army, please. Thank you. Alrighty. So yeah, you're gonna move out. You're gonna keep recruiting. You are definitely gonna keep recruiting. The only thing, the only thing is, what do we recruit here? Not I'll think about it. Oh, we can get more Bone Jansen who shopped you with Great Bow. That's interesting. Oh, and we could get a War Sphinx. Oh, we could get another Necrosphinx as well. That's useful. I would have actually loved to have another Necrosphinx in here to follow up with these guys. But I don't want to stay here for another 3 turns with this army. I guess we could ferry over some extra units, because yeah, 3 turns is a little bit much. You know what, start off by building these 3. And I'll think about the rest later. Oh, we should still continue recruiting. You know what, get some Cryptors in here as well. Might as well max those guys out. And the rest will be up to the rest of this. Alright, so if we keep the Necrosphinx in here and maybe get another Necrosphinx, that means we can get Master Chariot. Nope. We can get Stone Sentinels, yes. Stone Sentinels, and then one of the other ones that doesn't really matter which one, because we will never use it. Just in case, we will go with, you know, just get Master Charioteers just for lore reasons. Since Elite Cavalryman doesn't apply to our units. And we're not going to get any ranged units in this army, it's going to be all Ghost. Master Charioteers, Reanimate, and I guess Ancient Stone for the Necrosphinx. Damn, so close to Resurrect with 1 point off, that's okay. Alrighty, you. Move out. Or at least get ready to move out. You are recruiting. Once again, I think we can get 1 more army, right? Yeah, 1 more army. We deleted the one up north. We are essentially out of time. Just gotta get a few more admin stuff, a few more admin things or whatever out of the way before we call this episode here. Who needs to do stuff? Kura, you're fine where you are. Wakaf, you are going to probably siege Zufbar. You know what? Is that a good idea? I don't know. This guy can move here. Maybe. Maybe siege Zufbar. If they want to sally out, they'll die. If they don't want to sally out, they're screwed anyway. Alrighty. Oh, yeah. Just do this. Probably not gonna go up, but you know what? If these guys just sit behind their walls, we can actually get the ghouls up in those towers and kill them like that. It will probably mean some damage taken, but whatever. It should be fine. Okay, so that's you. Oh, Sephiroth leveled up. Tough as nails. Alright, Lamazash. Okay, you're gonna have a battle next episode. Ketaskov, you two are gonna have a battle next episode, possibly, if I decide to do this instead of that one. There's some more levels, you know what, I'll do that between the episodes. Tutmos, same to you, buddy. What are the Scorpions at now? 102.62, pretty good. Pretty damn good. Will they be able to stand up to a Grail Knight? No, but still, it'll be fascinating. Is there a right that will help us? Ambush success chance, eh? Huh. That's an interesting thought, but now we'll get the Casket of Souls up next turn, so let's not bother with any more rights. And let us then ignore you, ignore you. Tutmos, we just checked you. And we still, I still haven't replaced you, have we? Place Lord, Tomb King, Tactician. It's a little bit better than what we have. We have Kabosh. And a Lich High Priest, a Strategist, still better than whatever this guy has. Master of Ceremony, completely useless. I'm tempted to replace. You know, and maybe I'll do that between the episodes. Ugh, I really wish we could get a nice frickin' Tomb King up. I mean, damn, and I think that was it. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. There's a bunch of admin stuff to do, which we'll take care of, and then lots and lots of battles next episode, because we have a lot of enemy units that decided to move towards us, and hopefully we can capitalize on that. Where the hell did the other army belonging to the Golden Order go? There was another one here somewhere. Like a full stack, in addition to this, where they went somewhere. Which is concerning, because we don't know where. Alright, well, I guess that'll be a surprise for next time. So with that said, as always, I do appreciate any and all feedback with regards to the gameplay or the way I do things on this channel. If you have a second, please do take it to leave a like and a comment to support the channel. It really does help. As always, all glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.
I refuse.